for you to talk to us, and we'll help you out. So far, so good. So I was just saying, actually, to Alexa, I was saying, the majority of your sales, you're going to have to call us, and we're the one who's going to give you the deal or the discount. But by the time you finish 10 days, you'll only call us after the fact that you've already done the discount, because you'll know how to do it by then. So, and we'll talk about this tomorrow. You will always talk to us from every presentation. Cool, pretty easy. So now the exciting part is, let's figure out your customers. That's what I want to talk about. So pull out your names list. And then I also want you to turn to page 20. Turn to page 20, please. Okay. So what was the assignment? So when you got the job, you got selected, they said, okay, I want you to work on blank names, have a minimum of blank, but try to go for blank. Remember, what was the minimum? You gotta get at least 10, okay? And ideal goal is to get 20, 30 or more. And if you really want to kill it, or if your friend hooked you up and told you to do it, you're gonna come with 30 or more. So I'm curious, if I were to go around, hey Luke, can I, for the rest of training, unless you have something major, I want to count out roughly how many names you have. Okay, and Luke's going to help me count, and I want to get a total and then an average, and I want to show you how to expand that names list. Okay, so how many numbers do you have so far?
I have 30.
30. Okay, beautiful. 30. So we're going to count up total, if you could please. 30.
19.
19. 15 or
50.
15. Good. And ready? It's not uncommon when your friend works here already. They tell you to come 30, 50, or you're overachiever, which is good too.
I have 10.
10. That's fine, and that's totally fine. Okay, so you have the number so far. Beautiful.
11.
11.
30.
30. 10. Okay.
24.
24. 7. Okay, we'll work on that. Okay. 10. 10. 20. 22. 18. 9. Okay, so you felt a little bit short. But here's the thing. Tonight, the most important thing you can do is get more names and numbers. Okay. Tomorrow, next to selling, the most important thing you can do is what? Get more names and numbers. I'm okay if you got to 10, because that's what I want you to get to here. But tonight, I'm just telling you, the most important thing is getting those extra numbers. Turn to page 20 for me. Okay. On the screen. So Bonnie. Yeah, Monique. But okay, got it. Just like this. Got it? Okay. We're going to do a little brainstorm exercise, and here's why. Whether it's you just finished finals a few days ago, like half of you, whether you had stuff going on, maybe you couldn't get past it, past 10, having the amount of numbers way above 10 is going to make the difference between having a decent, mediocre, or a big first 10 days, especially first weekend. Okay. So I want you to think about when you open up a store, open up a boutique, let's say, a business. Who are the first customers usually? In fact, it's very common for most businesses to start with who as the main customers.
Family.
And why?
Your support.
It's personal. Go ahead, speak it too.
Because they want
Also, they want to support. Why else?
You're the first people you think.
Right. And also, right, they'll recommend. Okay. So the more people you see, the better. What I want to do is I'm going to take a couple minutes on each section. Look at page 20. When I say go, don't worry about the phone number. I just want you to write down anyone that comes to mind that you didn't write down already. That's considered family. Okay. And ready? For this part, I want you to keep it super quiet. I'm going to throw out different thought joggers. If you get stuck, just wait, but stay on the family section. Okay. And if you're already at like 40 or 50, just hold tight. Okay. Ready? Anyone that family that you missed, don't put phone numbers, just put the names. And don't think just the closest family. Think family that doesn't live close, out of state, out of country. Distant family also, those count. Think of all your aunts and uncles. Who have you not written down yet? In-state, out-state. you've already set yourself up for that. Maybe another couple seconds on just on family. Whoever comes to mind, don't prejudge. Don't worry about if you think they're going to buy. Just if they're a Mac customer, boom. Another 5 seconds. On this one. Okay, stop for a second. Go to the next section. It says my 40 friends. This one is killer. This one is really big for college students. When you think of all the people who are your friends, where you maybe don't even know the parents that well, or you know the parents that well, meaning just write down your friends' names, not because you're going to show your friend who's 18, 19, 20, 21, you're going to show their parents. But start listing friends whose parents you could call if you haven't already written them down. Right? So I would start with close friends, but then once you start getting past your immediate friends, who are the friends that you're cool with the friend, but you've maybe met the parent once, or maybe you don't know the parents at all, but you know they have parents. Same kind of deal. Just write down friends' names, and I'll teach you how to get their parents' numbers tonight. And again, start with people whose parents you know really well. You forgot to write them down. And once you start getting past that, just write down your friends' names. Or people you've hung out with before, whose parents you will call. Also think of different, it says it right there, sports, clubs, youth groups. So think of any organizations you've been a part of whose members with you have parents you do call. Think of sports teams, think of church youth groups, think of volunteer groups, think of past jobs, old bosses, old coworkers. If you're in a specific sport or extracurricular activity, marching band, wrestling, I'm just naming a few for some of you. Soccer, football, cheerleading, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, pilot, whatever group lets young people like you fly. That's pretty awesome. I want to talk about that. Like any groups, who are people, just list off some people from that group or the head of those groups. And I'll teach you about, we'll get the phone numbers later. And look, you have an average. Okay. A couple more seconds on that one. Okay, stop. Go to page 21 real quick. Flip it over. Now I want you to think about your parents' friends. Start with the ones that you know really well, and if you call them, it would be really comfortable. But then also go into the friends of your parents that you don't know that well or at all, but you know who they are. That includes people from church, synagogue, temple, place of worship. If you feel like you can get a directory, just write down directory and how many people are in that directory. Save yourself the writing. If you have like synagogue, temple, church directory, just write down the name of the directory. I'll teach you how to call that later. Parents, friends, start with the close ones. Neighbors. Write down neighbors you're close with, and then start writing down neighbors that you don't know all that well. I'll teach you how to approach your neighbors. Okay, stop for a second. On the same section where it says top 30 parents, friends, I want you to think about any directories, which is just a booklet of phone numbers and addresses. Excuse me. Of something you're affiliated with where you could potentially get that directory and have access to phone numbers. Let me give you examples. So I did say church, synagogue, temple, neighborhood directory, any directory of any sports or extracurricular activity that you did. A lot of your schools have a high school directory. So everyone who goes to your school, there's a directory with names and phone numbers. So just think 30 seconds for that one, quick one. If there are any directories you feel like you can get a hold of in the next 3 to 7 days, write down the directory and we'll talk to you about how to get those. Once you do, we'll teach you how to call those names because you're affiliated with the directory. I'll do quick 10 seconds for that. Any directories that come to mind. Here's a really secret weapon. So I'm the oldest of 4. So all my siblings, whatever they were participating in, I had their directories. So I was Cynthia's big brother. I was Louis' older brother. I was Christopher's older brother for all their soccer, gymnastics, martial arts, piano, all that. That's an easy. If you have siblings, easy networks to get into. Okay, go to the next section. Top 10 siblings, friends, parents. So if you have siblings, think of the top 5 to 10 people you know through your siblings. Hey, Mrs. Berman, this is Jeff Gamboa, Cynthia's brother. Hi, how are you? Teach you how to call her. Example. Hey, Mr. Victor. Hi, it's Jeff. Yeah, Christopher's brother, martial arts teacher. How are you? That was a homemade. Teach you how to network. So siblings, friends. Let's stop top 5 to 10 there. Next one, top 10 teachers, coaches, and mentors. Teachers, coaches, and mentors. You know, 30 seconds, and then we'll do our last exercise. Okay, stop real quick. So what did you notice, even though some of you came with, let's say, 50, a lot of you came in with 10 to 20, a couple of you just shy of the assignment. We'll talk about it one-on-one. What did you notice within a short 10-minute period? That was 10 minutes. What did we just do very quickly? We just branched out. So really, this is just a matter of you took the time or not. Okay, and this isn't a call-out session. This isn't a shame on you. If you got 10, you got 10. Cool. That's the assignment. My point is, you just probably haven't had or taken the time to put it in. I mean, you're busy. I know your schedule. So, right? So I just forced that time. So all you have to do tonight is I want you to get those phone numbers to start. And then ready tomorrow, we'll do another round of brainstorming. And then I want you to get those phone numbers. You guys cool with that? Because the goal is the more people you call, the better it is and easier it is for you to set up appointments. Okay. I want to talk to about the people who had 30 or more. Raise your hand if you had 30 more already when you came in. I want to know what your best sources were and like who set mom or dad's cell phone, directory, your cell phone. We'll start with you, Sydney. How many?
I had 30.
And then whose cell phone did you gank? I mean, borrow. I mean, use.
My mom, all of her business friends and her friends.
So you just took mom's cell phone and tracked back to her.
Yeah.
Perfect. Miss Lex.
I was a dancer 15 years and I babysat a lot of the kids.
Okay, you ready? So that was a circuit or affiliation, a club. So dancing, and then the other one.
I just danced there, and like now when I got older, all the kids that are younger than my mom was also a dance teacher, and so was my sister. So I like babysat all their kids, and they're very wealthy, and like they.
Sure, and even if they're not wealthy, they're still max, right?
They're still max, but
it
yeah,
doesn't hurt.
like it doesn't hurt.
Well, what I'm saying is, so
that's
that's an affiliation. I think of your marching band. I think of your wrestling. I think of Dad's colleagues. I think I could go on and on because I know some from the interview. Okay, but keep that in mind. Who else had over? Okay, Dan.
Mom just went up WhatsApp, hit her friends up. Send like 20 names.
Yeah. So ready? The key, really, to this, ready? It's really simple. It's mom or dad's cell phone. That's the key. Now, some of you have it in your cell phone. also, but really it's mom and dad's cell phone. That's the key. Or one of your top 5 cell phones. Like grandma and grandpa might have some of the numbers you need. Your BFF's mom will have some of the numbers. You guys understand that so far? So now I want to pick out your top 5. So look at the very bottom of page 21. It says best 5. And before you write down, I know you guys are all anxious to write this down. I want you to hear me out. It's not the most comfortable 5, where it's good. Like, so for some of you, grandma and grandpa's is a comfortable 5. I mean the best 5. Best meaning what? They're gonna buy
The most.
They're gonna buy the most and buy at least a laptop. Maybe it's a big sale. Okay. If you're going, gosh, they're giving me a hard time. I don't know. I wouldn't put them for top 5. I would wait till you've got more appointments under your belt. Okay. So based on that, if I told you these 5 people, if they all bought a set, or at least a laptop set or more, then you would win $10,000. If you'd really think about those 5. Those are the 5 I want you to write down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And even if you don't have the number quite yet from some of those top 5, I just want you to list off who you think the top 5 are. It doesn't have to be in, like, your number 1 doesn't have to be the top. You just top 5. And then tomorrow and tonight, and while we're doing the exercise, I'm going to ask you about your top 5 and why you think they're top 5. So Luke and I will do that tonight before we get out of here. I'm sorry? We'll walk around. I'll help you out. Let me help you. Okay. But definitely get your top 5 because I'm going to ask you. So. And if you got the top 5 pretty quickly, do 6 through 10 while you're at it. We're gonna end up doing it anyway. So if you have your top 5 already, go 6 through 10. So good. Okay. So priority is making sure you set up those top 5 as soon as possible. Okay. So eyes up here. I'll give you more time to work on your top 10. Here's my rule. You want to get us to a really fast start. People were asking, hey, what's the tip to get off and get things going? How do I get to this part, Jeff? First weekend. Easy. 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. Here's 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5 is whoever's that number 1 customer. Since you got the job, you've been thinking about showing this mom Cutco. And they're going to be one of these or bigger. I want you to do your best, and it might not happen, but do your best to have that person be the first Cutco appointment you do tomorrow night. Ideally, that's your first appointment. Okay. Why? Because if you do that as your first appointment, what's going to happen? It's going to boost your confidence. It's why football teams play really bad teams to start the season. Why?
Because they can win.
Yeah, so they have a lot of confidence and their winning ability goes up. Okay. 2, whoever your top 2 are, I want you to fight to try and get those scheduled as your first and second appointment. So let's say Miss Lexi's my number 1 appointment because she was my mom's dance teacher and I just know she loves to cook and she's got whatever reason. I want to try and see Miss Lexi tomorrow night. But Miss Alexa is my favorite teacher who loves me. She's my tutor and she would do anything for me. She's second place. I want to see her Saturday morning, my second appointment. You guys see that? If you do that, ready? It's bam, bam, win, win, set, confidence, confidence. It's really it's not uncommon. If you set it right, you should hit your first promotion on your first appointment and probably your second on your second appointment. It's just 2 sets. You do it right. Okay? So first 2. And then top 5 by the time I see you on Monday. Prioritize seeing those 5 people that you just listed off in your sheet by Monday. So far, so good. So what am I really trying to set up? Like I'm trying to set up your schedule with the best people. Okay, I really want to make it as easy. I want to give you what's called a layup, just easy. I'm gonna give you the ball. I'm gonna clear the path. All you have to do is put the ball in the hoop, just like that. Or if you don't like basketball, I'll think of another analogy. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the ball right over the plate. Straight, you got it. Okay. So far, so good. Now turn to page 25. Let's do the schedule real quick. Turn to page 25. And this is where I really need you guys to be following along so it goes faster. At the top, you see it says day 4 different times. I'd like you to write down. Okay. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So it's your first weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday at the top. Just fill in the days, please. So tomorrow we have training. So next to 11:30, you can put 10K coaching. So right next to 11:30 tomorrow, write down 10K coaching. Here's what I like to do. I like to put an arrow all the way down. In this case, to 12:30, and I shade it in. I put 10K coaching, and I put an arrow down all the way to 12:30. That's an hour. And why do you think I want you to shade it in?
So that time you know it's
So it's taken, yeah. Okay. I'm just teaching you how to work your own schedule. After your first 10 days, this is going to be second nature. Okay. Then we have training from 12:30 to 8. I'll put down day 2. Arrow, shade it in. I'll put down day 2 from 12:30 to 8. Because you're here. And who remembers? Who do you want to try and see right after? Your number 1. It might be your parent, might be someone else. I don't know who it is. Okay. So at 8:30, here's what I want you to do. I'm going to put in green for money. Okay. At 8:30, I want you to put a little A and circle it right next to 8:30. And that stands for appointment, and that's a space where you could put your number 1 customer. And then, not that you have to do one this late, but I want you to know you have the option to do this. I want you to make a 10:30, even there's no 10:30 there. I want you to write a 10:30 at the bottom and put an A, so that if you wanted to, you could see someone who you're really close to, who's a good customer that is up late at night, and plus it's Friday, so they're up. Or you might have a really good customer who's on West Coast, and you do virtual. Because it's 10:30 our time, it's only 7:30 in Cali. Okay? And remember, this should be your best 2 customers, or at least your best customer there. So far, so good? Okay. So I'll stop there. What we've done is practice how to fill out the schedule. Actually, we'll go to the next one. So then go to Saturday. I want you to start at 9 o'clock. I want you to put a little A. What does that stand for? Appointment, okay. And then every 2 hours, put an A. So put one next to 11, and I'll show you how you pick which ones you want to do. And I'll even put another late one just in case you're willing to do that appointment. Some of you won't want to do that one, some of you do. You have 9, 11, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. Okay. And I'm going to talk about like Mother's Day plans and all that too. So let me do the schedule, and then we'll talk about how to accommodate. Sunday, do the same thing. And I know if you have church, whatever, I'll cover all that. Copy it on Sunday. Doesn't mean you have to do an 11 o'clock on Sunday. I just want you to know you can if you want. And then Monday, I want you to go to 10:30. I'll let you do the A's first. Do the A's first. And Luke, can you mind walking around, please, to make sure that's good? Thank you. Everyone has all the A's? Saturday, Sunday? Beautiful. 10:30, I want you to write down advanced training, number 1. And the arrow is going to go all the way down to 3 o'clock. So it's 10:30 to 3. 10:30 to 3. Eyes up when you're good. Shade it in. If you want to, put an 8:30A as well, just so you have it. So put an A next to 8:30. Moms that are willing to see that early are always chippy and positive. They also spend a lot of money. Okay. Then 3 o'clock, I want you to put down after 3. Go to 3:30. And then every 2 hours. So 3:30, 5:30, 7:30, 9:30. Look, note to self, I'm just going to stop here. Audible. I want to stop here and then do the rest tomorrow. Schedule. Just remind me. Okay, so now what's great about the schedule is that you can pick to work around things that are important to you. Like for me, for example, on Sunday, before 12 o'clock, I'm doing things with church. Like, there are things that I'm not going to miss no matter what. Or, something personal to you. Includes like Mother's Day plans. So, for example, let's just say Saturday. I'll use Sunday, for example. There are 3 types of Mother's Day plans and 3 types of mothers. Ready? First type of mother is everything on Mother's Day revolves around me and your whole day shuts down. You have no life. I am your life. Okay, that's cool. And I don't know which mom. That's not my mom. That used to be my mom. And that's when you wake up at 9. I want my breakfast in bed. And then we're going to spend all day together. And you have no plans. I'm your plan. You know that mom. Okay? So that means you might have a whole bunch of stuff and you might only be able to do one appointment at 9 o'clock. That's cool. If that's you, then make sure you crush Saturday. Make sure you crush Monday and after. Okay? Or then the opposite, which is like one of my aunts. Mother's Day is, hey, just let me be. Please go away. Go. So, yeah. Oh, go. Yes, Dan, I love you. Thank you. Just let me sleep. That's the opposite. Most Mother's Day is a brunch or a breakfast or a dinner. I don't know which one yours is. So if you know you have a Mother's Day plan, like for me, I think the last few years it's been a breakfast brunch. So go ahead and put down when you think that thing is going to be. Shade it in, and guess what? You now control your schedule, and this job isn't making you work during mom's brunch. That's pretty cool. So make sure you put it in because I'm going to look at it tomorrow and see if there's anything we need to work around. So if you're not sure, like guesstimate. So shade anything Sunday. If you have something on Saturday that you can't work around, do the same thing. Now keep in mind, if it's something you can push till next week so you can get off to a good start, put it off till next week. But if you can't change it, like church is a certain time, put that in now. So I'll give you 30 seconds. Anything that's a conflict Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, put that in now. And if it's a conflict with any of these, then we'll talk one-on-one. And if you're not writing anything down, it means you're open. Let's make a lot of money. Okay.
It's the best time to sell. This is Mother's Day gift.
Oh, you have no idea. You exploded Mother's Day. Oh, yeah. It's all about mom. It's all about mom, yeah. Okay. So put down any Sunday plans, Saturday if you have something to do. And then here's the last part of the schedule once you're done that. Okay. So Lexi, let me borrow yours. So let me give you an example. I don't even need to know what it is because she's doing it right. The shading helps me help her. So I know on Sunday, I don't know what it is, but beach day, sweet. So she's gonna mom's beach. Okay. So 11 o'clock they're going to the beach. So she might be able to do a Sunday 9 a.m. if she chooses to do that. She's open Saturday, she's open Friday, and open Monday for the most part. Perfect. Okay. So here's what I would do. And some of you have different schedules, right? We're gonna work with different schedules. Okay. And I also know your situation. We'll work around it. So I know you get all fussy. Don't worry about it. You got you. Gotcha. So you've got all this right here. Now you get to pick when you want to work. This is the beauty of the job. So for me, magic number is what? Who remembers? I want you to go for 10 because that'll get you at least your first promotion. If for some reason you have some crazy schedule that's even crazier than this, then here's my minimum absolute I got to get you to no matter what happens. You got to get to 5. I need you to get to 5 because that can give me at least something to train you on. But if you want to go for something bigger, high flyers, go up to 14 to 16. That's going to set you up for a nice big boom. That's like Zach. 2 weeks ago, Zach made $1,100 by Monday, and he did on the high end. So remember, get your best 2 people. Start with tomorrow, okay? So this is 8:30. What I want you to do is I want you to circle on Saturday the appointment you're willing to book and do for those times. So for example, definitely circle the first one. So circle 8:30 for sure, because you want to leave here and sell your first big customer. And then for you, it'll be Saturday night or Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay, oh, Saturday night, perfect. 8:30. Okay. If you're willing to do a 10:30 with a virtual back in West Coast, or that one best friend's mom who's up late and loves to hang out, circle that. If not, leave it blank. Okay. And however many you circled, put that number at the bottom where it says goal. If you circle 1, put 1. If you circle 2, put 2 at the bottom. And Luke will walk around and make sure you're okay. That means how many appointments you're looking to book for that day. Then turn to Saturday. Watch this. Let's say Saturday I have something with my family here and I can't do anything. And then something late at night I'm going out with my friends. Okay? But I'm willing to work here. So circle the ones that you're willing to work and put that number at the bottom. If you already circled the A's, put a little check, whichever one. Just so you know which ones you're going to book. Ready? Same thing on Sunday. Let's say I have same schedule as Lexi. I've got a brunch with mom and dinner, right? So you got dinner. So let's say there's dinner here, and that's not going to be able to happen. So I'll circle 1, 2, 3, and let's say I'm not willing to do that one. So I'll put 3. So either circle or put a check, just so you can see of all the A's. Like I'm going to give an example. Okay. She's not going to do all these A's. Do you want to do all these A's? No. So she needs to make a little mark, like a star or something. Next, so she wants to do 4 down here. So check which 4, or shade in which 4 she's going to book. If you're not,
Why 2 hours before?
I'll talk about that later. I'm going to cover all that next. Yeah, good question. Okay, and then same thing on Monday. If you're willing to get up, let's say here, and maybe you don't want to do that late night one. This one has 13. I don't know if we have time for half sheets. Okay, so everyone has their schedule booked. So essentially, you now know when you're going to offer times. Maybe borrow your stand. So for example, Dan here, pretty easy schedule to follow. Got something going on with mom on Sunday. So these checks, so when he offers the times, it's like he's only going to offer 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock on Sunday, 9 all the way through 7 o'clock on Saturday, Monday, and so forth. Pretty straightforward. Any questions? Okay, so that's your schedule. Now, on Monday, I'm going to cover the rest of the 10 days when I see you on Monday. Now turn to page 23 for me, and let me teach you to make phone calls. And then we're going to wrap up with you setting up those 5 people that you pick somewhere in your schedule, and then you get out of here, and I'll see you tomorrow. And by the way, the hardest part of training, we just finished. So tomorrow's way faster. We get you set up to go. We practice role play contests. There's some food contests involved tomorrow to feed you. So it's all good. Okay. Turn to page 23. Now let's do this real quick. Everyone, stuff down. Stand up. 30-second stretch. Everyone stand up. We're in the home stretch. 4th quarter. Yeah. Ready? Lean to your right. Lean to your left. Lean back. Okay, shake it out. Okay, inhale. Exhale slow through the mouth. Okay, inhale, but bring your arms up. Ready? Hold it. Exhale slow. Okay, roll your arms back. Forward. Okay, now we're going to twist. Shake out your legs. Ready? Big inhale. Exhale real slow. Okay, shake it out. The blood flowing. Okay, one more time. Twist. Okay, ready? One more time. Big inhale. Get some blood flow. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale hard. Okay. Turn to another person randomly. Awkward eye contact. High fives or low fives. Or the cool fives like Lexi. All right, have a seat. There you go. 3, 3, 1, 3, 5. There you go. Turn to page 23. We're going to read shotgun style. Sydney, you're going to start. And then Jackson, this is where your question about 2 hours. I'm going to give you some tips on when you make phone calls. Then we're going to practice the phone approach. And in the last 40 minutes of training before you get out of here, you're just going to set 5 appointments and get out of here. Cool? All right. Top of page 23. Miss Sydney, start us off. Your success.
Your success during your first week with Vector will be determined by quantity of MAC HM3 appointments.
Yeah, circle MAC. Other offices call it HM3. We call it MAC. MAC customers.
It's a numbers game. More MAC appointments equals more sales.
Okay. So far, so good? Okay, go ahead. Continue, Sydney.
See your best customers first. Top 5 customers.
Okay, so make sure you say those top 5. Really important. And you guys have ranked them already. Okay, like, for example, Dan, who's number 1?
Mom.
Mom. There you go. Who's number 1?
Dad and his girlfriend.
There you go. Who's number 1?
My grandparents.
Grandparents. So it's different for everyone. Dad.
My girlfriend, mom.
Nice. He's such a good boyfriend. Nice.
Now.
Charlie, who's number 1? Uncle. Okay, it's different. But try to see them when you leave here. That's the best thing you can do before you go out and do whatever you do on Friday night. I'm telling you. Okay. Thank you for reading. Next one.
Tips for scheduling appointments, or
Correct.
tips for scheduling first weekend appointments. Don't over-empathize Cutco on the phone. The purpose of your call is to schedule an appointment. Cutco is incredible, but they won't understand how great it is until they see it.
Yeah, so when you call tonight, please don't let me hear you hyping up Cutco over the phone, because then you're a telemarketer. When and where do we sell? In person, and they have to have the product. So, Miss Lexi, oh, you're gonna love it. I don't want to hear that. Miss Lexi, I just need the appointment. You'll see when I come over. Got it? Okay. Speaking of Lexi, go ahead.
Speak directly to who you want to schedule. Don't relay messages through friends.
Yes. Don't try to tell your friend to tell their mom about the appointment. Talk right to the mom, because your friend's gonna mess it up every time. Okay. Miss Alexa.
Don't text to set up appointments. Not very professional and leads to miscommunication. Create the right habits and call.
Here's the thing. Your generation, guess what you love? Talking or texting? Texting for sure. Some of you love to talk on the phone. But here's what I do know. Most Mac customers, now some are texters, but the majority of Mac customers by generation are talkers or callers. So if you want to connect, what should you be doing more of? Talking and calling. Don't get me wrong. There are some customers later on when you get good at this, I'll show you, where you can text for sure. But right now, learning to call is one of the biggest skills you can learn to get better. Not just at this job, but just in general. When you're a doctor, like Heidi, my fiance, she doesn't give diagnosis through text. Oh, your kid swallowed a battery? No, she calls the patient. Okay? A lawyer doesn't say, well, here's the negotiation. Business deals aren't done through text. It's all through call. Okay? So get used to that. It's really important. And so follow the script. We'll go. Joel. Speak with.
Speak with the wife on the phone. Target customer and easier to schedule.
Yeah, even if you know the husband's the money or the husband's the cooker. Even if you know both, still talk to the mom, because it's a lot easier. Unless it's like dad, top 5. That's different. Top 5 is top 5. But in general, speak to the wife, because even if the dad loves to cook, I'm telling you, the wife runs the kitchen and the wife runs the schedule. So talk to the wife. Really important. Dan.
Just the fact that it's not a question of buying or selling. Many people will tell you, you can come over, but I'm not going to buy anything. Respond by saying, that's okay. I get paid anyway. I need it, and I need as many appointments as possible.
Yeah, please don't get discouraged if someone tells you, or a bunch of your aunts say, oh, honey, Alexa, we're not going to buy anything. But sweetie, you can come over. 80% of my first weekend, and I had 2 promotions, said they weren't buying. And I sold on 90%. Okay. Of course, they're going to tell you I'm not buying over the phone, right? Because what hasn't happened yet?
They haven't seen it.
Yeah. So don't worry if they say, Mrs. Jones, Miss Monique, no worries. I just need the presentation, so I just get credit. Just get the presentation. Okay. Speaking of which, yeah.
Always give a choice of 2 items.
Two times. So the correct way is
Correct is what time is better for you,
blank or blank, or
what day is better, blank or blank.
okay. What's the wrong way to ask?
Can you see my presentation, or do you want to see my presentation?
Okay, I got a really cool example. If I say, hey, what's your favorite cuisine? If I say, hey, what's your favorite movie? Some people know. Other people go, that's a hard one. Most of you do that. But if I say, which movie do you like better? This one or this one? Why is that easier? You just have to pick. It's the same thing with calls. Mrs. Jones, can you see me this weekend? That is like death trap. You know why? We're the best customers. What are they called? Max. We're also the busiest people in the world. Max, who has kids running their life? Max, when you say, Miss Susan, are you able to see me this weekend? She starts thinking about the soccer schedule, and then church, and then this, and then she gets stressed. And she says, word for word, honey, we're really busy this weekend. Call me next week. And guess what happens? It's again, call me next week, and call me next week. It's the same thing. You guys see that? So always offer 2 times. It's in the script word for Mrs. Jones. And watch, eyes up here. Let's say this is my schedule. Miss Alexa, so could I see you tomorrow on Saturday at 11? Or later on in the evening at 7 o'clock be better for you? So now all she has to do is what? And what if she says, oh, both those times don't work? Oh, no worries, Miss Monique.
Yeah.
Miss Monique, no problem. I could do later on at 3 or Sunday at 1 after church better for you. No? Okay, great. Let me see. My other schedule. Hey, honey, can you do Sunday night at 8? This is my schedule. Can I do Sunday night at 8? Oh, you know what, Miss Monique, I don't have that on my schedule, but I could do 5 o'clock or I can do Monday morning at 8:30. So what's cool is I'm not giving her any times I don't want to work, but I'm always offering how many? 2 times. You guys got thumbs up? That's a really big one. You guys got that? Okay. Next one. We'll go Jackson.
Set up a specific time. Tentative appointments generally fall through.
Yeah. Don't ask. Don't set up around 6 o'clock or after 7. Make sure it's a specific time. It's also more professional. Okay, we'll go back to Mr. Charlie.
Schedule appointments 2 hours apart. At first, it takes longer because you're new and you know them well.
Yeah, that's why it takes 2 hours. Plus, the longer the presentation, the better. Why? Because it means they're what? Interested, buying more, and recommending you more. So 2 hours apart. Okay, done.
Not everyone will answer their phone. Use the 4-to-1 rule. For every 4 phone calls, 1 person will pick up. If you want to schedule 5 appointments, make 20 calls. 10 appointments equals 40 plus calls.
Yeah, so if you want to set 5 calls, if you want to set 5 appointments, it takes about 20 calls before you get out of here. Right? So if you have 10 numbers, you're more likely to get probably 2 appointments, 3 appointments. But again, every 1 appointment, you should expect to have 4 numbers to call, just in case that's the proper ratio. Okay, Chris.
Don't leave a message. Just try again later if they don't answer. Text if they don't answer. Hi, it's blah, blah. I have a quick question for you. Are you available?
Yeah, why does that get a response? I have a quick question. Versus, I'm doing cut. I mean, why wouldn't you do that?
Because it's like intriguing when there's a question.
Yeah, they have a question, so I want to find out what's going on. So don't leave the Cutco spiel on the phone. Don't text. Just text that. Okay, we'll go Ryan. Next one.
Cutco orders are the best prospects. Always schedule appointments with Cutco orders.
Okay, if they say, Ryan, honey, we already have it, that's a good thing. They might say we have everything we need. That's still a good thing. Still set up the appointment for credit. What do you think happens when they see the new stuff? Or the discount they didn't know they could get? We upgrade. Okay, Jordan, next one.
Calling waves. Customers are home at different times of the day and night. Split up your phone time throughout the day to reach more customers.
Okay, so here's what I'll say. Tonight, you're going to get a hold of a certain amount of people between now and 9. Let's call it 9 o'clock when you get out of here. Some of you, raise your hand if some of your top 10 are late night, like vampire type, where you could call them anytime. It's all good. Call them. Set them up. If not, or morning's an awesome time. Okay, from 8 o'clock on, awesome time. So we don't even start training till coaching is 11. High flyer coaching is 11:30. You have all morning to get a hold of people. So if you don't hit your goal tonight, make sure you book your appointments coming into tomorrow. Okay, cool. We'll go You're up. You lost? Okay, we'll skip over. We'll come back to Scheudle. Eliminate.
Eliminate distraction. Make sure you're in a quiet place when you phone.
Yeah, make sure you're quiet and then quiet. That's pretty simple, straightforward. Okay, we'll come back to Sydney.
Phoning equals working. Once your appointments are set, you're done working. Now it's time to have fun and do some demos.
Yes. The hardest part of the job when you're new is just learning how to set up appointments. Once you have them, showing up, you show up to the people, they're MAC customers, you're going to make sales. It's really simple. Vika.
Don't call ahead. Once you set up the appointment, show up at the scheduled time. Calling ahead as a reminder will result in many customers asking to reschedule for another time.
Yeah, remember, one more time. Who are the busiest people in the world? Max. So if you call, watch this. If you call them, say, oh, Miss Alexa, I'm on my way, and you call during what I call the child meltdown, right? Lex, oh my, and they're like, Lex, I'm so sorry, honey. Yeah, Jeff's eating the crayons. I gotta cancel. Can I call you back? Okay, I love you, bye. Every time. Just show up. And you know what's funny? You show up to that, moms know how to get it together. Oh, Alexa, okay, sit down. Sit. Alexa's here. Say hi to Alexa. Okay. They'll figure it out. But if you call and try to talk, they'll reschedule every single time. So just go right to the appointment. Last one. We'll go. Alexa.
Urgency. Let your customer know that you are committed to your goal and have a deadline.
Absolutely. Make sure it's important. Make sure if they say, can we just do it next week? You say, Mrs. Jones, I really would love to. Just that I really have these appointments I need to hit for my goal. Make sure you stress that urgency. Okay. Select the last one. Importance.
Let your customer know how important your demo is to you. They will see you right away and they won't reschedule on you last minute.
All right, wonderful. So now to wrap up training, let me teach you how to make phone calls. Okay. And you know what? Here's what I love about our list, the way you call. Our phone approach, if you follow it word for word, it's really, really laid back. And it's like asking your friends and family for a favor, not for a professional sales appointment. It's like a favor. Let's say Alexa's my neighbor, and I'm the mom cooking, and I forgot sugar or eggs. So I'll say, Bonique, can you run by to Miss Alexa, ask her for eggs? I'll get it back tomorrow. It's just, and then you knock on the door. Mom needs it. Oh, sure, honey, here you go. It's like asking for a stick of butter. It's the same thing. So if you follow along, I'm going to fill in some of the blanks with you. Okay. So the first, at the very top, where it's in white space, real big, I want you to write down friends and family only. You're only supposed to use this for friends and family. You can't use this approach for people you're recommended to, and you can't use this for people where it's been a while. 24. At the very top. So Monday, I'll teach you how to call people that are acquaintances. People that, let's say, Mr. Chris is my basketball coach, but I don't talk to him all the time. I only talk to his wife. I'll teach you how to call those people on Monday. This is just for friends and family that you know well, okay? So I'll stop, and Luke will help me role play this, okay? So at the top, it says hi. So in parentheses, you put customer name, parentheses. And don't say customer name, say their name. Feel me? You're laughing, but someone does it every week. Hi, customer name. Oh, sorry.
Such an awkward.
Yeah. Hi, Miss Alexa, whatever the customer's name is. This is, what do you put?
Your name.
Your name. Just put your name in there. I'll call Mrs. Maseko, Miss Leslie. Hi, Miss Leslie. This is Jeff Gambo. And it says build a rapport, catch up. There's no script for that. Just catch up. Right. Hi, Miss Leslie. How's it going?
Hey, Jeff. It's been forever.
I know. How's it going? How's Mr. Greg's competition?
Oh, it's going great. He's really busy with it and everything. But
Yeah. And you ready for that barbecue? We're doing the
yeah, it's on the 26th.
Okay,
right?
you and I and Heidi, we're going out after them. I'm telling you. Okay. Like whatever you normally do with these people. Okay. When you're done that, then you go to the approach. Everyone follow along. Well, the reason I'm calling is I just started a great new job showing Cutco. Circle showing. It doesn't say selling, does it? Selling means selling. Showing means just showing. Showing is laid back. Showing there's no pressure. Selling sometimes scares people. I got a great new job showing Cutco. And as part of my training, I'm required to put on some initial training appointments. You don't have to buy anything because I get paid just to show it. So removing the pressure. I want to do, and then put whatever number of appointments you circled through Monday. So go count. How many A's did you circle on page 26? 25, sorry. So far, so good? I'll look just in case, please. I want to do, let's say, Vika, what's your number? What did you circle? 10, okay. I want to do 10 appointments by Monday. So write in the day Monday. Put parentheses, day. Okay? Parentheses day. Why? Because it's not always a Monday. Tonight it'll be a Monday, but you might say your deadline's a different day. Let me give you an idea. You're only supposed to set up appointments within 3 days. So notice I didn't even give you the schedule for Tuesday yet. Here's why. If you set more than 3 days out, what's more likely to happen? Cancel because there's the busiest customers in the world, blah, 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 blah. If you keep it within 3 days, it's more urgent and it's less likely to reschedule. Okay? So for example, if you're making calls on Saturday, you'll say, Mrs. Jones, I need to make my appointments by Tuesday. So it's always within 3 days. Okay, we'll keep going here. I wanted to know if I could stop by on, again, parentheses day. I wanted to know if I could stop by on, parentheses day, at time, or would time be better for you? So one more time. Mrs. Jones, I wanted to know if I could stop by on, put in parentheses day, at time, or would time be better for you? And ready? What times do you give them?
Whatever time's on
Right, you just put, you look at your schedule. And ready? Look how genius this is. It's right next to the script. So you're not guessing. Okay? And you're not putting times when you don't want to or can't work. Okay, so if I was to see this, I'll say, Mrs. Jones, so I want to know if I could stop by tomorrow at 8:30 or would Sunday at 11 be better for you? How many times do I offer everyone? 2. It's not, hey, well, can you see me this weekend? It's Mrs. Jones. I can come by on Saturday at 1, or was 5 o'clock better for you? Always 2 times. Questions so far? Okay, we'll keep going. Great. Put down customer name. Great, Mrs. Jones. Great, Mrs. Jones. Thanks a lot. This really helps me out. This is after they say yes. Do you have a pen? Okay, ask for a pen. Could you put in your planner that I will be there on, put day, and then time. Parentheses day, next blank is parentheses time. Can you put there, I will be there on day, good. Good. And then what's the next line say?
Confirmation.
And let me give you my confirmation number, ready? It's 3899. Remember that number from the beginning? The office number, 3899. If they ask what that's for, you say that's if my boss calls. It's a and we'll sometimes we'll spot check appointments and we'll call and say, hi Alexa, we're actually calling from Cutco. Would you mind just giving the confirmation number Luke gave you? Okay, 3899. Great. This appointment is really important to me and I'm counting on it to keep my schedule booked. If something comes up and you have to reschedule, I won't get paid for this time slot. So are you sure this time definitely works for you guys? What are you stressing right there? Yeah, don't cancel. And what you're stressing is, hey, Miss Monique, it's not just me coming to hang out. This is for my job, actually. Okay? Great. Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to our demo. And notice there's some white space there. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to our demo. There's 3 things I'd like you to write down. Mrs. Jones, put spouse, S-P-O-U-S-E, and a question mark. Ask if the spouse will be there. Oh, Miss Alexa, is Mr. Mike going to be there? Okay, great. Here's why. You want to see them together. Now, if you know and you're very confident that mom has purchasing power, you don't need that. How many of you know some of your customers have? Okay, cool. But if you're not sure, then only do the appointment if dad's there. Otherwise, find a different time. That's what I would do. Okay. And then I want you to put down penny, fridge. Write down penny, fridge. You're going to ask them to do something that sounds a little strange, but you'll see what happens. Miss Alexa, actually, one last thing. Oh, Miss Alexa, is Mr. Mike going to be there? Pretend. Is Mr. Mike going to be there?
Of course.
Okay, wonderful. Cal, I can't wait. And last thing, I know this is going to sound funny, but can you find a penny for me, like the coin? Okay, and I need you to put it into the refrigerator. Yeah, anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to actually use that on the presentation, but it'll be a surprise. Okay, cool. I'll see you guys then. Ready? What's the penny for?
Cut it.
Okay. So when you put it in the fridge, it just creates what?
Anticipation.
And curiosity. Like, what the hell's that? Right? The husband's going to grab a beer. Honey, what's the penny? I don't know. Jeff said to put it there. I don't know. He's coming over. He's going to do something with it. But it creates curiosity. Okay? So far, so good? So let me, you'll be my victim. You're going to call me. Who's number one? You said dad and girlfriend?
Mm-hmm.
Give me another one that's a mom.
My best friend's mom.
No, what do you call her? What's her name?
Joanna.
Do you call her Joanna?
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll be Joanna. You'll call me. What's Joanna like? Upbeat? Low key?
Hi!
I can do that. I can do that. Okay. She's hi. Okay. Super sweet. It sounds like. Okay.
Super sweet.
What does she do?
Owns a gym and her husband's a doctor. I don't really know. I think she does other things, but I'm not
Okay, and then
sure.
your
She's
best
super
friend's
fit,
best friend's
pretty.
mom.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so I'll be Joanna.
Joanna.
Okay, I'm just practice like it's okay. Ready? So.
Hello.
Hi, Joanna.
Oh, hey.
Like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going great. How are you?
Just staying fit and, just doing my thing at the gym and, supporting
So
my.
good to hear.
Yeah, it's awesome. How's everything with you?
Good.
Good
I'm
school?
doing great. Yeah, school's great.
Wonderful.
How are the kids?
Have kids? How many?
4.
All my 4 kids are just doing great, and they're just getting so big. How big?
Old.
Really old now. Actually, I have families, and they're wonderful. So how can I help you? What's up?
Well, the reason I'm calling is I just started a great new job showing Cutco.
Okay.
As part of my training, I'm required to put on some initial training appointments.
Okay.
You don't have to buy anything because I get paid just to show
Oh,
it.
great. No pressure. Great.
Yeah. I want to do at least 10 appointments by Monday to hit my
Oh,
goal.
wow. Okay.
So I wanted to know if I could stop by on Saturday morning at 9:30 or I don't really know.
Actually, open up your schedule. Let's do it for real. Go, yeah,
That's when she's scheduled for.
yeah, go like this.
Saturday. Yeah, Joanna at 9 a.m.
You've already set an appointment up.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to, but I understand why you did because you know me a lot. But we'll talk. Act like you're new. Act
Okay.
like we haven't said it yet. So
Yeah, so
I
how
want
would
to
I
know.
say?
I want to know if I could stop by on
Saturday,
at pick two times in your schedule.
9 a.m. or 12 in the afternoon.
Okay, stop. Perfect. That's a C out of potential ABC. I want you to read that full sentence again with confidence.
So I wanted to know if I could stop by on Saturday morning at either 9 a.m. or 12 in the afternoon. Which one would?
Okay, good. Ready? Second time is a B. Give me an A right now. We'll do 11 and 1. Go for it.
Okay. So I wanted to know if I could stop by on Saturday at either 11 or 1. Which time would be better for you?
Okay, last time for an A+, read it word for word, and you got it, kiddo. Go ahead.
Okay.
Word for word. So I want to know.
So I wanted to know if I could stop by on Saturday at 11 or 1.
Or what?
Wait. On on. Isn't it at? On 11? On Saturday at 11
Or would.
or would 1 be better for you?
Last time's a charm. And I'm doing this on
Okay.
purpose with her. This is why we role play.
Yeah.
If she got it right the first time, you should have my job. You see? Her, you're doing great. This is perfect. So one more time, word for word, don't change the words, and watch how easy it is if you don't change the script. One more time, Lexi.
So I wanted to know if I could stop by on Saturday at 9 or would 11 be better for you?
Just like that. There you go. Okay. But seriously, it's easier, okay?
Yeah.
And notice what was great. She offered 2 times. Okay, I'm sorry.
I was lifting. 11 o'clock.
You keep going. Great, Miss.
Great, Joanna. Thanks a lot. This really helps me
Oh,
out.
no problem.
Do you have a pen?
I do right here next to my barbells.
Could you put in your planner that I will be there on Saturday at 11 a.m.?
Okay, got it.
The confirmation number the confirmation number is 3899.
What's that for?
Just in case my boss calls.
Oh, is he a nice guy?
Great guy.
How nice.
Love him.
How great.
I don't know. He's just awesome.
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
That's the right answer.
I can't wait to meet this guy. Keep going.
This appointment is really important to me and I'm counting on it to keep my schedule booked. If something comes up and you have to reschedule, I won't get paid for this time slot. So are you sure this time definitely works for you?
For sure. Me and Mr. My doctor husband.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Okay, my husband will be there for sure after he gets out of the hospital.
Thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to our demo.
Okay, and last two quick questions.
Will
Your husband.
Mr. Scheinberg be there?
Oh yeah, actually he's ready. Honey. Oh yeah, you're doing this. Okay, yep, he'll be there.
Okay, do you also mind putting a penny in the fridge?
What's that for?
It's kind of a surprise.
Oh,
You'll see when I get there.
I love surprises. Okay, we'll see you then.
Okay, by the way, give her a round of applause. She's my victim. Ready? That's exactly how you practice this. We're going to do this one time before you make calls. Perfect, beautiful. The first one wasn't perfect, and it's not supposed to be. Okay? So here's the thing. We're going to practice this one time with a partner, and then I'm going to stop, and I'm going to show you if they have a question. What do you say when they have a question? Okay, let's just practice this once. So we'll have the two of you role play. Two of you, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. We'll do two over here, and we'll do we'll do a little trio. So you go first, you go second, you go third. Okay. Oh, actually, okay, you can go with Charlie. Okay. Two of you over here. So all you're gonna do is, and make sure, do me a favor, make sure you always have your schedule open like this. So when you offer 2 times, just like Lexi did, you offer times that you're really gonna work. Okay. All right. So give me.
Okay.
For the high flyer workshop, this is the 10K coaching tomorrow. Who's already confirmed? Raise your hand. Who already confirmed with me? Raise your hand real high so I know. Okay. Here's the thing. If you didn't confirm, raise your hand if you didn't confirm. That's okay. If you have a conflict school, that's one thing. If not, I would say, even if you're not sure, or if you're not sure if you're going to go for a big 10K fast start, I would come in, and here's why. I'm going to teach you how to sell those two straight up. Not that one straight up. I'm going to teach you you'll already sell more automatically by being at my workshop. And I'm also going to show you how you can do a 10K fast start so you can decide if you want to go for it or not. Okay, so I recommend, even though 2, 4, 6, 8, there's 10 of you out of 16. I would love to see all 16 of you unless you physically aren't here, and we'll talk about that one-on-one. I'm just telling you, my workshop, every person who comes to that workshop lights it up every time. Last few weeks, 10K fast starter Alex. Last few weeks, Lexa from St. Thomas, she's lighting it up. Juliana from one of Neela's friends. What's that? Zach. All of them. Okay. That's tomorrow. And I think that's the last thing. So here's how it's going to work. Okay. You got your name on the board. And we have Neela, Josie, come on in, and Luke. They're here to help you out. As soon as you get an appointment, I want you to raise your hand really high. Okay. So I'll call on you, and I'm going to ring the bell so you get used to the contest stuff. Okay. So let's say Mila gets an appointment. She's going to raise her hand. Mila, raise your hand. I'll go, Mila, what day and what time? And you're going to yell out.
Tuesday, 3 p.m.
Tuesday, it wouldn't be Tuesday, but like Saturday at 9. Okay? So Mila, and I'll put a little dash. And once you get your 5, you're good to go. Pretty simple. Okay, now if we get to like 9, 9:05, 9:10, and you're still not at 5, then we'll talk. But these 3 are going to help you out in case you need help with numbers or getting more customers. Any questions?
What if you have like how she already had some appointments set up already?
You shouldn't really have any appointments set up because we didn't teach you how to do it.
Well, because I already asked my mom and my grandma.
That's different. I want you to call those people and officially go through the script. That's a good question. I want you to go through the script with them. Even if you have to say, hey, Mom, can you just listen? I have to do this for training.
My grandma doesn't speak English.
¿Habla español? Aprendiendo. So do Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone speak Spanish?
I have to speak to my
Okay.
student.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm gonna hit the music. I don't care where you are in the room. You can stay right at your place. I'm gonna put the music up, not really loud, but at a moderate